I guess I shouldn't be surprised, but there's a lot of Pendulum hype right now. You guys smash the crap out of that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out on more kind of welcome to Blazing Dominion. Still raging on out here. Dominus Spark. It's only $50 for these, which is really impressive. Solemn Accusations coming in at 30s. Fada Dragnus coming in at 30s. The Terminus Gate has moved up here, but discount code MK40 is going to save you on everything you're going to want from this set, which is actually really good because a lot of this stuff has been moving up in popularity, really kind of showcasing some of the back end with this set. And same thing over here with Kongs. Discount code MK40 is going to save you over here. Dominus a little bit more expensive, but the discount code will help knock that down. Bada Dragnus moving along. And of course, the Miracle Ejector. A lot of players are very excited to get their hands on this. The Quartet Bloom is also going to be another fantastic pickup that you're going to want just to be able to mess around with the upcoming Dark Magician strategy, just to try to, make the deck just a little bit better. But it's looking pretty good. Now, highlights for this week. Electromite getting a little skimpy over here on their listings. We're down to 17 listings. You can tell $10 and we immediately have gone up. Two things influencing this. One, we have the, oh my god, Odd Eyes is getting their own deck printed here. So, clearly Electromite's going to come back on a future ban list. I don't know if that's the case. I don't imagine Konami didn't do a Block Dragon. Konami for Magnet Warriors. No Fairy Tale Snow. I can't imagine that they're going to bring this back to sell product. It's not the Konami way at the moment. But in terms of, $2 for OG Secret Rares, Platinums it's actually amazing to me that Plats are as cheap as they are because they're cheaper than the original Secret Rares. And I'm not going to lie, the 2018 version does look really cool, but QCR is the highest rarity for what's available for this. Astrograph Sorcerer. Well, this one needs no introduction. I can tell you, having watched the Power Patron deck play, that this card in combination with those cards is pretty gosh darn good. Being able to kind of rotate through and get the additional body setup is pretty strong. Strong enough that the last two copies here on the market before you hit $43. Now, obviously, you just recently had a sale at $14, and then it was 2020. That's really not good. Obviously, this does have other rarities, which I do think is a win. If you don't want to spend the money and get the collector's rare for a decent amount of money, you also have the Platinums for 20. Just go buy a Platinum for 24 cents, honestly, at this stage, instead of having to, feel the burn of having to pick up the rest. Now, this one should not be surprising, because we've been following this one for a very big while now, but it does appear, for whatever reason, that Secret Village has just gone terminal. And this was something that we tried to warn everybody about. This format is going to be how many Naturia Rose Whips can you throw at your opponent? How much Secret Village hate can you throw onto your opponent to really make them not want to play this game? And that's kind of where this is all coming together right now. So I want to say, yeah, we'll see where this one goes, but interesting. I can't believe that it's considerable to want to spend $55 for a copy of Secret Village of the Spellcasters. Because, that's too much money for me. The sad part is, people have done it. People have spent the money on this. Crazy. Dark Paladin. Oh my god, this is another beautiful card that has just massively gone up in price. And, I gotta tell you, $83 is a lot more than I'd want to spend on this. Well, it's crazy because, you have this mod play sitting here for $51, which, honestly, you've not had a sale on this since 410, which I guess is okay. Indicates to me that people don't want to spend the large price point on this, because eventually, these cards hit a price point that eventually the market's going to reject. People are going to be like, well, I just don't want to spend this money to pick these up, which I don't blame you for that, honestly. But this is the QCR market in a nutshell here. doing absolutely what you would expect it to do. Prohibitions. So rulings and funny things aside, calling the Fallen of Albaz and watching your opponent not be able to do anything with that card is pretty funny. But $28 on listings, and then, we kind of start to accelerate on up. Obviously, you have plenty of light plays, but if you want near mint, $62. This $145 listing here is crazy, but this is a card that I would be confident enough in picking up LP just to be able to have copies of it, just to be able to play the game. Because that's fine, right? Like, it's definitely a weird card. It doesn't come up in a lot of scenarios. And usually of the formats requiring Prohibition, which I don't think we've needed this card in a while. Secret rare versions are 11s to 16s. You do see these do bulge up though to $26. So that's it's pretty interesting. Bramble Rose Dragon. What did I miss with this? Is this a Genesis hype thing? Is there something going on in the background that I'm not really too alerted about in terms of plants? Because like I get that like this card is extremely good, but we don't have a reprint for it. And I do suspect if we get a tin announcement, when we get a tin announcement, how now brown cow, when we do see these things, this probably will see a reprint. But $23 is a little bit more than I would want to be tossing around on this thing. The Starlight Rare is, not terrible, but it's also gone up in price as well. Coming down from $60? That's... These nice cards they're expensive for little to no reason whatsoever. So, alright, I guess. So, Light of Destruction has been a topic of conversation recently. Because if you just take a run through this set and just look at some of the top end of like first ed near mint, you're probably going to shit your pants on a lot of this. Here, let's go do that. Near mint first ed. Honest, $263. Lila, $150. JD, $270. Fossil Diamonds are still $91. Solar Recharge Ultimates, $148. Celestials, $100. Honest, these are 110 for near mints. Errands are still 77s. Zalworldos, let's be honest here. Once this one's gone, this one creeps up. It's going to get pretty disgusting very quickly on that fact. Ultimate Ancient Gear, $40. But as you can clearly see here, Ultra Lila is $200 for the only one near mint listing on the market for this. But my point by showing this to you is, this set did receive a little bit rarer of a reprint, sure, but it does in fact exist. But this is just what we're looking at now in terms of first ed OG high rarity. Yeah. Tsukiyomi's, this one's kind of interesting. $120 now on the OTS Ultimate Rare, which I guess isn't terrible. But these Dark Crisis, kind of expensive for the reprint worldwide release. Anniversary Dark Crisis 25th are also still $10. This card's kind of expensive. That was something interesting to take note of. Lunalight cards. It's almost like Konami just said, hey, we have Lunalight reprints coming. Why in the fuck are these cards so expensive? Why are Gold Leos at the price? Why are these Gold Leos $15 still? And they just kind of accelerate on up. Like, I don't know, I was thinking about that. Saber Dancers are also still like $7. These are 10s for hollows. QCR Leo Dancers are like $6. These are still 2 to 3s. Like, I don't know, I found that a little bit interesting. Lunalight Black Sheeps are still $3. You will have a reprint for them in August, but like, if you still want to play this deck now, you still got to pay the price point for it. And it's a little bit ridiculous just to kind of look at right now. Just to kind of see. So, I ask you guys, what do you think about today's market? It's, there's a lot of really weird hype things that are happening right now. Pendulum is really building right now because of the Power Patron deck, and that's kind of what we want to see. So, take a second, leave a comment down below, tell me what you guys think, and I'll see your beautiful faces back here today, guys. Patrons! Thank you!
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.